and welcome to today's video. Today I thought I would share a little skincare haul with you. I was recently placing an order from The Ordinary for myself, a couple of replacement items that I needed to get, but I also thought I could get Bo into skincare a little bit more. So I talked him into it. So today I'm going to be sharing with you what items I picked up and what I'm also going to be forcing Bo to try out in a new skincare routine for him. So why don't we go ahead and get into it. Okay, as we get into this, I'm gonna show you items that I purchased for myself, and then I'll show you what I purchased for Bo. I'm really excited for your skincare routine. You're gonna have a full out like routine. Are you ready for that?
Too excited for this.
Yes, okay. So what I have here, I picked up a couple things for myself. I picked up another Untitled Solution. This thing is one that I've talked about before in the past as a part of my skincare routine. The research isn't quite in on this and whether or not it's truly effective. There's just not enough research done, but it's one of those things that it is cheap enough that if one day the research comes in and they say this works, at least I've been doing it. If not, then it is a little bit of like occlusivity that helps hold some moisture onto your face. So for now, like it's literally like less than $10, so I'm not
covering your bases.
And I panned one of these in my New Decade Project pan, and oh my goodness, this bottle lasted almost all year. So there's a ton, like you get a ton in the one little ounce that you get in this jar. So,
okay.
So this is what this looks like, just if anybody was wondering. Clear serum, and this is very watery compared to like most other skincare serums. Okay, the next thing I needed to pick up was a replacement of my AHA BHA peeling solution. You've used this occasionally.
Stuff burns.
It burns, well, we're gonna get into why it burns, but your skin, part of your skincare routine is gonna take care of that. But yes, it does kind of tingle, especially if your skin is raw or like if you have any open like abrasions on your skin, then it will really burn, but it's not supposed to like intensely burn. It kind of tingles, but this is just a peeling solution. You're not supposed to leave it on for any longer than 10 minutes and you wash it off, but it's a really good chemical exfoliator, and as you can see, I'm almost done with mine. So I have a backup of it here, and this is actually going into your skincare routine as a staple on Sundays.
Jesus.
But I have other rules and regulations for you when you use this, okay? We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the last things I picked up for myself was this lactic acid solution. I've been wanting to try to work one of these into my skincare routine, and I just forgot to pick one up last year and didn't feel like placing an order for like one item. Plus, my skin has been kind of going through a little journey last year. I was trying to give my skin a little bit of a break because I was using my like harsh tretinoin off and on, but being that I'm trying to get pregnant, I'm now fully not using that, so I figured now's a good time to like fully be able to get my skin used to an acid like this. And because I'm not also trying to pair it with something as harsh as like a derivative of vitamin A, then this shouldn't be so hard to get my skin used to, and then in the future when I go back on tretinoin, then I'll have to worry about skin irritation. But since I know what that transition's like, I think it will be easier to get my skin like acclimated to something like this first. So this is a little 5% lactic acid solution. The Ordinary does make a 10% one. You're not going to use this because I don't think it's a good thing for your skin yet to have one of these. I think in the future, maybe in my dream world, I could get you on one of those, but not yet. Okay, now we're getting more into things that are for Bo, although I'm definitely going to be using this next product a little bit. We're kind of sharing this one. This is a niacinamide kind of serum. Okay, yeah, so this is a bigger bottle of the like niacinamide solution because we're gonna share it. Now, this is gonna be harder to get both skin acclimated to because niacinamide can be a little bit like irritating to the skin, but at the very beginning, we're gonna just put it on your nose, but we'll talk about that again in just a second. And then this next thing is for you. It's the Buffet Serum. So why don't we...
Buffet.
So I think it makes the most sense to talk about your skincare routine and then talk about why I'm putting these things in your routine before we like just introduce all of these products. So let's start with your AM routine. All right, let's get into the AM routine. Now, I will insert a photo for proof, but I've given Bo explicit instructions of what to do. They are laid out very clearly. You cannot argue with the fact that they are readable and understandable. So this is what...
video is proof of that. I attest that I understand the instructions given to me.
Okay, so the morning routine is gonna be the same always, because honestly, in the morning, you're pretty cranky. He's not a morning person. He's a little cranky in the mornings. So I'm not gonna change anything for you in the mornings. You're gonna wash your face with this here hydrating cleanser because it's gentle. You don't need a lot of stuff at night. You haven't done a lot to your face at night. And then it's just easy. You've already been using this for years. So then we're gonna add something that you haven't used yet, which is the buffet serum. This has peptides in it, and the thing I should have said before we even started this was that when I asked Bo what he wanted to improve in his skin, he said, like, obviously he has, like, I think most guys probably struggle with, like, how do you say?
Comedony?
Yeah, comedony on your nose, like those kind of filled pores that look like blackheads, but they're not really blackheads.
Right.
But yeah, this is like his main problem area. And then I also have made him aware that he's starting to get a little bit of wrinklage, just a little bit. So maybe we can work on a little bit of like skin tightening, kind of boosting things.
Okay.
So this is gonna do 2 things for you. Also, I should have said, one of the things he struggles with is that right here in his cheek area, his like cheeks get really, really dry and they stay kind of red and irritated. So we're gonna have to be really careful with that area. Obviously, I'm not a skincare expert here. I'm just taking educated guesses based on what I've learned from my own skincare routine and what I like tend to find on YouTube. But I'm worried, and I think that most of the redness that happens on your cheek is from like 1 or 2 things. I think one, your nighttime cream is a little bit harsh for you to use every night.
Okay.
And then also you do a lot of biking and that wind like irritates it so bad.
Probably.
So I want to like be mindful of that. So to kind of help with that, I think we need to get some moisture to stay on your skin a little bit longer before it like evaporates out. This serum will feel really good. You're gonna like it the way it feels. I promise you'll like the way it feels on your skin.
Okay.
I've used up one of these in the past. It's very good, but also it has some peptides in it, and peptides help tell your skin to produce a little bit more collagen. So it should help stimulate some collagen once you use it like religiously.
Okay.
All right. And then the last thing here is one that you're familiar with. We're going to stay using your CeraVe guy. This has been his daytime moisturizer for years and years. It does have niacinamide in it, which can be a little irritating again, but I'm hoping that it won't be too irritating to use just in the morning. We're not going to use this at night anymore. Okay.
Okay.
And then I don't have the last item with me, but your sunscreen is sitting in the bathroom. Always wear your sunscreen. How many times have I gotten onto you in life because you don't?
So much, but there's no sun right now.
I don't care. Wear your sunscreen.
Sounds good.
Just stay in the habit of putting on sunscreen. And at the very worst, it's like sitting on top of everything else that's really good in your skin, and so it doesn't evaporate off your skin.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you telling me it doesn't?
I don't know.
that way?
I don't know. Have you done the experiment? I don't know.
I'm listening to other dermatologists.
All right,
so I
cool.
believe them over Bo.
I trust them too. Buffet!
Buffy! Okay, for the PM routines, I've given him 2 kind of alternate plans, or actually 3 kind of alternate plans. I promise it doesn't sound as convoluted in real life, or it's really not going to be as convoluted as it sounds.
There's like 5 sticky notes in my vanity.
There are.
In the medicine
But that
cabinet.
makes it clear.
Crystal.
Right. So anyways, so on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, your skincare routine is going to skip using your Curology, because again, I think right now, especially when you're biking in the cold, your skin gets so irritated, and I think almost like 4 out of 5 nights you complain about your cheeks hurting from your Curology, even though he's been using his Curology for years.
Yeah.
And you recently paused your subscription to them, so I mean, obviously we have trouble getting it to ourselves over here in Sweden, so we're going to kind of conserve what you have left, and we're going to use some other things and give your cheeks a little bit of break, at least in this winter time. So at night, you need to wash your face with something gentle, which will probably be this, and then I'm going to give you a little like assignment that while you brush your teeth at night, you're going to use just
Is that a cleanser or a moisturizer?
This is, oh no, yeah, sorry, this is your cleanser.
Yeah,
And then this is another cleanser. This is a salicylic acid cleanser. I use this every night, but this would be too irritating to your skin. So what you're going to do is just put this on your nose and let it sit while you like brush your teeth, and then wash it off.
Sounds good.
Don't put it on your cheeks. So face is clean.
Okay.
And then it pretty much follows what your morning routine did, which is serum, moisturizer, the end.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Fair enough.
But the moisturizer I want you to switch to. I don't want you to put the niacinamide on at night. I want you to use just this here. This is a little bit more gentle. It has no fragrance in it. It doesn't have niacinamide in it. And so this one shouldn't be like harsh at all. I use this a lot of times when my skin is kind of irritated at night, and I don't think it's the perfect moisturizer, but it shouldn't be like harmful to your skin barrier. So that's what we're gonna go with. And then Tuesday, Thursday, you'll use your Curology. So it'll be cleanse, the same way.
Right.
Use the salicylic acid just on your nose.
Right.
Then serum, Curology,
Yep.
moisturizer. And then on Sunday, we're gonna mask together. It's gonna be self-care Sunday. We're gonna cleanse our face.
All right.
Make sure it's dry.
Okay.
You're gonna use this mask.
That stuff sucks.
If your skin is irritated, we'll just put it on your nose and like forehead. We can always skip your cheeks if you think they're irritated. Like if you are drying your skin and you're like, my cheeks don't really feel like it, we'll always skip. But then we're just gonna put the serum on and then moisturizer. No, you're not gonna put any niacinamide on. You're not gonna do any of the harsh like chemicals that kind of would irritate your skin.
Right.
So is that overwhelming or is that too much?
No, it's written down so it's easy.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some photos today of like your before skin.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do like an update when you finish these bottles.
Wow.
We're gonna get your like full review.
All right.
All right, so
Man, I know the folks at home are dying to see the results.
that's probably true. No one's really excited except for me in this video, but either way, I'm excited to see the results. I hope y'all enjoyed this. That's kind of the end of it today.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
And on pins and needles.
All right, that's it. Thank you so much if you watched us this far, and we will see you in the next one.